makeup art. What does that mean? It means I paint beautiful pictures with makeup. I am also the traveling folk artist, and I make my travel videos. Hi everyone, I am back. I had a wonderful weekend. I had an art show, and at the art show, I showed my purse pictures. I have to tell you more about my New York trip. I've been to New York for 2 reasons. Number one, I was going to Paris, and my flight was leaving from JFK. The second reason I went to New York is because my grandson had 2 college tours there, one at NYU and one at Columbia. My next trip is going to be in Rome, and I'm so excited about that. That's going to be March. And this video is going to be about my trip to Ocean City, Maryland.
Yeah, get you out to go.
You know, the crazy thing about it is I was the one who did the traveling, and I started Gloria doing some light traveling. I did a reverse thing on the circus bit. You know, every kid wants to join the circus. Okay. As a kid, I didn't want to join the circus, but then later on, after everything, I joined the circus, and I traveled with the Magliarossi Circus Caravan, which was a small unit that traveled around with carnivals. And
when I met Ben, and we were both 2 business people, you all, that wanted to make something out of life. And I'm going to tell this story. My husband older than me, and when he said, okay, Gloria, what you want to do? I took her early out, and I left, and have never regretted it, not one day. We've been together 25 years. He helped my dreams come true, and I've been doing it full time almost that long. My dream as a little girl was to be what? An artist. When I was 3 years old, my mother would buy coloring books and give me a big pack of sheets of paper, and guess what? I could illustrate the coloring book at 3 years old without tracing it. That's why I always wanted to be, what? An artist. And I read a book, and the book said, to be a successful artist, you have to paint with something no one else is painting with. And what do I paint with? You're right, I paint with makeup. Do you know anybody else painting with makeup? I don't either. But guess what? Now you know me. So you do know somebody painting with what? Makeup. And guess where you can see my pictures? You can see them at www.gloriasart.com. And now I would like to share a poem with you because my dreams have come true. I am artist. I am painting with something special. And guess what? Most of all, I'm getting paid for my artwork while I'm alive. My dream, even though I sometimes feel as it will never be in my sight, my dream is something I have to fight for with all my might. Even though I sometimes wonder if it will ever be real, my dream is something no one can steal. Even though I sometimes think it will never be in my reach, my dream is something I have to strive for and never let go down defeat. Even though I sometimes cry because I think my dream will die, my dream has made me feel so alive. It has given me the determination to do all the things to make it come true. My dream. My grandmother died when I was 17. From the time I was like 10 to 17. Gloria, you gonna sit here? I want to learn how to crawl. I said, I want to learn how to crawl. So she says, well, you gonna sit here and I'm gonna show you, okay? So she sat here and showed me for an hour. I got outside and play. Then Ben gonna tell me, it's cold. Didn't your grandmama teach you how to crawl? Yes, she did.
Yeah.
I piecemealed it. So I did this part first here, right? He put that part over his legs. I started down here first, put that ball over his legs.
Yeah.
Then I moved it up, right? Then he can go up to here. Then I move it up some more. And then finally I did this. He can put the whole thing over his head. And be warm.
I had the studio. She came in with a picture, and she said she had an idea of it being a portrait, of a portrait and her pictures combined, and she had a picture of her daughter, of her oldest daughter, and so I said, well, let's do a little thing. Let's do a little thinking about this. I had to regress a little. I was a television cameraman at Maryland Public Television at the time. Okay, so I said, first of all, let's give it a name. Let's call it a PEP, a poetically enhanced photograph.
He was a photographer and I was a poet, and I went and came with him this business deal of, I think we can work together if you take the picture, the people put their poem, and we do, what was it called? A poetic enhanced portrait, a PEP. So we're business partners, and then we fell in love. Just in time for Valentine's Day, I have a book for sweethearts called Real Riches. Real Riches is loving and being loved. And there's a picture of my husband and me, and I'm going to read you some excerpts from this, a poem I wrote. I'm in love. I'm in love. It's such a good feeling to be in love. It's such a good feeling to be able to give your heart and soul to someone and feel like you're in heaven above. It's such a good feeling to be in love. It's such a good feeling to be able to trust someone with your life and feel like you will live forever and ever. I'm in love, and such a good feeling to be in love. It's such a good feeling to be able to know that there is always someone you can turn to and feel safe and secure. It's such a good feeling to be in love. It's such a good feeling to be able to cherish a relationship. It's such a good feeling to be able to know that you will always have an everlasting friendship. I'm in love. It's such a good feeling to be in love. It feels so good to be able to say, I'm in love. It's such a good feeling to be able to say, I'm in love with you, because you make me feel like I'm in heaven. You make me feel like I will live forever. You make me feel safe and secure. And you make me feel that our relationship will last forever and ever. I'm in love, and it's so very good to be in love with you. My dream come true. Did you know people sponsor me to travel the world?
No.
Oh, you didn't know that?
No, where'd you go?
Okay. I've been to Paris.
Nice.
I've been to Rome.
Nice.
I've been to Milan. And I've been to Dominican Republic and some places around the United States too.
Awesome.
Let me tell you how I got that started.
Okay.
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 This is a picture of the love locks. Locks. You know about the love locks on,
Yeah.
on the same river. Okay. So I was there, saw the love lock, and I said, I'm going to paint that. And anyway, I guess this was 3 years ago I went there. Before then, my granddaughter said, Grandma, do you remember when I was 11 years old, you said you were going to take me to Paris when I turned 21? I'm like, huh?
Now.
I told my children and grandchildren, never lie, under no circumstances. So I'm like, what am I going to do here? So I says, I barely remember.
No.
Right? So she said, what about it?
Yes, I'm ready.
So she says, Grandma, first thing I said, well, Grandma not ready. She don't have any money right now. You be 21 in a couple months. So she said, okay, Grandma. So, one of my customers,
Yeah.
Robbie Amberson.
Uh-huh.
You know Robbie, don't
I
you?
do know Robbie,
Right?
yeah.
So, I knew Robbie from New Day campaign. So
Yeah.
Robbie and I was talking. I said, Robbie, guess what? She said, what, Gloria? I said, my granddaughter asked me if I remember I was supposed to take her to Paris when she turned 21. Robbie said, what you say? I said, Robbie, I told her I'm not ready. I don't have any money.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
She says, Gloria, you gonna disappoint your grandchild.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I'm gonna try not to. Guess what she said? I'm gonna help you.
Oh, yeah.
She says, but Gloria, suppose I sponsor you to go to Paris. You be able to go? And she be able to go? I say, sure.
Yep.
So, we talked about the deal, right?
Yeah.
And I painted her 3 pictures of the sites.
Of Paris.
Of
Yeah.
Paris,
Oh,
of
nice.
the sites. And I went there, and it was beautiful. Round trip,
Nice.
stayed in a hotel. I think we stayed there like a week.
Mm-hmm.
And my granddaughter went, and her mother went,
Nice.
and I went.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it was truly wonderful. Now, you don't know this, but I hadn't been on a plane in 25 years.
Ooh.
At that point, now I'm on planes every other month.
Yep.
But somebody else sponsors you to go to Paris. What do? You go.
You go.
You go. You go.
No, there's no question.
And it's no question about it. I always said art is the only thing can touch your soul instantly. I ain't say person. Instantly. When people buy my picture, they say, oh my God, Gloria, that picture remind me of somebody. That just touched my heart. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to touch your heart. And what did Gandhi say? Only way you can change your enemies to touch your heart. Only way you can change that darkness is your heart to be touched with light and beauty. And that's what I want to be part of. I want to be part of taking that misery and that darkness and that trauma out your life. And if I can do that for one person, I've done something. That's the way I feel, and I'm getting emotional. but this is what we need. This is what we need. We need more songs. We need more art. We need more beauty. We need more love. We need more peace. We need more joy. We need you to be happy. Let's sing along with me. We need more joy. We need more peace. We need more love. We need more dancing. We need more singing. We need more of you being Happy. Uh-oh.